So the Beast 3 is fully operational. Right now we're getting 5,000 points per minute, and with all these crystal oscillators, oh my god. Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where we've been working on our biggest mega project yet, the Beast 3, which is a super massive manufacturing area made up of 140 manufacturers. All so we can make 264 crystal oscillators per minute. And so far this has been an unbelievable project. We have all the manufacturers built, we have all the lines load balanced, and of course the main centerpiece is complete. But oh, today we have to hook it all together. And it is going to be some of the craziest belt work we've ever done. And trust me, I've done some pretty crazy belt work. And it will pale in comparison to what we have to do today. So remember to leave a like. Anyway though, quick logistics recap here. But we have 77 belts all evened out to go into 7 sets of 20 manufacturers. So there's 20 here, there's 40 there, another 40 in that tower, and then we have another 40 along this back wall over here. And our general plan is to bring all the belts in like a horseshoe pattern. So starting there, going around, and just over this way. Because we have our main item elevator for the top part of our base right in the middle here. So we can't block any of that space out. And also, we want this to look good. Like we can be able to walk through things, we'll have cool set pieces like this. And every once in a while, if we feel like it, we can just take a little tour of our base. We can fly through or walk through some of the cool parts. And yeah, just generally be able to enjoy what we've created. But I think it's time we got started. And similar to the last video, where we're building all the manufacturers, we're gonna go work piece by piece. So there's 4 main manufacturing areas as part of the Beast, and we're just gonna work through each one individually. Starting with this one here. So this set of 40 has 10 per floor, and is 4 floors high. So that shouldn't be all too difficult to hook up, hopefully. But of course, let me run some numbers here first and make sure everything works out. Okay, and looking over things, I've done things a little bit weird. So we have 77 lines, and then I was going through all of the factory here, and I have seemed to break down all of the entrances to all the manufacturers into sets of 10. So that means whenever you see like 3 lines like this, or the 6 lines like this, we need to combine them together first, and then we need to bring over one of the 77 lines, and then have it enter into it. So these 2 will be AI limiter, 2 will be quartz, 2 will be rubber. All right, so before we do anything then, I have a little bit more compacting to do. So we're gonna bring the lines out to somewhere where we have more space. Probably, well, it kind of has to be right here. And then, that way, we can bring most of the 77 lines right to here, and we'll be good to go. Most likely. No, certainly, yes, positive attitude. There's definitely no problems here. But if there is, that's why I made this a whole new part, because oh my goodness, if there's a problem, I'm going to freak out. So let's bring everything down then. Let's give us a little bit of room. Looking spicy. Then we just do spicy stuff like that for every one of the systems. And after a little while, we are all set and ready to go. All of the belt lines are ready, all set up, and we have 7 inputs. So each 3 wall hole conveyor thing represents a system of 20 manufacturers. And they're all organized right into the center space right here. And we have like all the room in the world to do all the belt work. So that's really, really good. Also, you know what? I have to admit, I was enjoying doing this belt work quite a lot. It's like every little bit of belt work is like a little puzzle when you're trying to keep it organized. I don't know. It's like playing Sudoku or something. It's a good time. Would recommend, as I'm sure you guys are familiar with. Anyway though, now we actually just need to hook everything up. I say just need to hook everything up, but it's 77 belts. So it's gonna be a little bit spicy, and I realized I have made a big oof. At least I'm pretty sure. 99.99999% sure. So what I have to do here is with the 11 main input lines, like there's like 6 for quartz, there's like 1 for AI limiters, 4 for rubber. Yeah, with each of those, I need them to be in 7 equal lines, not just simply split in 7 each. So it turns out I've goofed pretty much this entire thing. The only thing that I think can stay here is the AI limiters, because it was just 1 line, split it in 7, all good to go. But what actually has to happen is, say for the rubber here, we need these 4 lines split into 7 even lines. So a 4 to 7 splitter. And then for the quartz, again, it's a 6 to 7 splitter. So most of this has to be torn out. Luckily we have the floor space already prepped and ready to go. So that's cool. But how do you make such a splitter is a whole nother question. Also, we only have the 480 belts, and these are like all 450 belts, so it's like, oh, dude, help. I don't know. Stuff's getting wild. All right, so let's just deal with the 4 to 7 system. Okay, so let's just lay it out and try to like logically figure this thing out here. Also, we have to keep in mind we can only mess with like 2 belts at a time, because if we put 3 together, it's gonna overload them. So what we were doing before was like a nice calming Sudoku puzzle. This is like engineering. Okay, so give me a little bit. I'll try and see if I can come up with some kind of solution here. Oh, but hold up here. We actually don't need to do much load balancing with the rubber, because logically, we kind of solved the problem already. Almost. So we have 28 lines of rubber, because we split each of the 4 of them into 7. So then logically, we just have to combine 4 of the rubber lines that we split up here into 1 line, and we should have everything equal out, because 28 divided by 4 equals 7. So, wow, math, it's fun. Cool beans. So that means the rubber is gonna be dealt with, the AI limiters are already dealt with, and then the quartz is gonna be something else. It really will be. And I'm a little worried about space. Not that we don't have enough space, like we will have enough space. It's just where exactly that space is gonna be. So first off, we're just gonna bring the AI limiters and hook them up into all the systems, and then bring the rubber and deal with that too, and just kind of get the stuff we need out of the way. So my brothers, it is time to go. Let's get you all scooted together onto a very nice conveyor lift. Oh, wait a second though, we could be a little bit more efficient here, and we could combine these 3 lines into 1 line, transport it over, and then split it over there. So that's a pretty good idea. I think we will do that. Yeah, and this saves me quite a bit of time. Like, most of my time in this video is gonna be spent putting these belts together and bringing them over. And then the other half of the time really is gonna be troubleshooting this, because oh boy, turning this thing on is gonna have so many problems I can't even imagine right now, nor do I want to. So one step at a time here. So let's simplify as much as we possibly can here before things really get hairy. And also, hindsight being 2020 here, I was trying to like help my future self out by bringing all the inputs into 1 room here. However, this line is blocking off this wall, meaning we have to go even higher with these belts. Thus, we are building a new floor, brother. Yeah. We'll deal with like all the merging and stuff down here. And then once stuff is ready to actually scoot over to processing, we'll bring to this new floor we're building now. Cool beans. So the easiest thing is now dealt with. All of them are over in the little organizing area. Now let's deal with the rubber. So I was thinking about this, and we could deal with the rubber on this floor, but this is probably enough space to deal with all the quartz crystals, hopefully. So if we could deal with the rubber like on these floors, it'd be a lot easier. So right here, the main rubber line is coming in and being split between 7. So at this point, we could just have things kind of turn around and merge, and we could get all these into lines of 4. Okay, so quite simply, we have to get 2 mergers in the middle here. And a little bit of inventory space, it seems. Oh, and you know what? I was looking at this like, oh my gosh, there's no way there's gonna be enough space, but bruh, we can just have it all flow into one direction. So we just put a merger here, a merger there, and then we could have another merger here. There we go, and one more just behind. And can that go in? No, but I'm sure we can move it, right? Like, you see what I'm doing though? I'm just trying to have everything go into one direction. So to there, that's 2, 3, and 4. Cool. And we should be able to, well, I guess I'll just figure out how exactly to space everything out. But this will fit, that's the main thing. And then with the elevators, well, it's kind of a shame. I have this beautiful freaking elevator going on here, but I'm gonna have to tear most of it down. That's okay, as long as the system works, right? Right. Right on, so thank goodness for math, brother. Connecting up the 4 lines just made it so we had the 7 even lines and all is good. Brought it on over to our area over here, and that is set. Leaving just the quartz crystals, which also aren't gonna be too bad because we can essentially use the same logic. So, we actually wanna go over here. We have the 6 quartz crystal lines, right? Each one of our balancers breaks them down to 7. So that means we have 6 times 7, we have 42 lines. Divide that by 6, and we have 7 again. So what does that mean? We combine every 6 of these lines, and then we will have exactly what we need. So all these just have to be mergers, and we do the same thing we did with rubber. And now the quartz is all dealt with. Oh boy, I love it when a project is actually a little bit easier than expected. But yeah, all these split evenly between 7 belts. GG easy. Now we enter the pit. The pit, brother. The pit of belts, the pit of spaghetti. So we have to have each of those 21 lines go into all of these little wall hole conveyor things, and then we're actually done. Oh, and then outputs, of course. Okay, but this shouldn't be too bad. It's just gonna be like a really, really quick boop. And that's all we needed to do, brother. The entire belt work for the entire beast is now complete. Output as well, output just goes over that way, over to the internal spine for this section, and then everything else is going where it needs to be. All we really have to do now is activate all of our trains and our inputs, and then it's alive. We can begin testing. I'm so scared. I want to see this running so bad, but I don't know if I have the heart to see something break. Because if one little thing breaks, oh brother, that means like 100 things have probably broken. Ooh, it's gonna be spooky. Okay, but we have to know. We have to know. We can't just leave this off forever. Can we? Ooh, I didn't know you could slide through there. Anyway, let's go activate those trains. That will get all of the items moving and grooving, and then it will take quite a while for this to kind of warm up. There is a lot that needs to be backlogged and a lot that needs to be transported over. Oh yes, and we need to monitor power. So right now, when the factory is essentially idle, we're using about 11,000 megawatts. Last time we tested things, we're going up to about 30-ish thousand, a little bit more. And now 140 manufacturers. Whew. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be real close. Alrighty, but the trains are activated, moving and grooving. Production's getting grooving. And now the Beast 3 will finally be coming online. Oh my goodness. And those are some of our very first crystal oscillators made here. It's happening. It's happening. It starts as a trickle and soon shall be a flood. But my goodness, we've done it, guys. Oh, and thank goodness too. I wasn't seeing any oscillators coming from the centerpiece, and if the centerpiece was broken, I was gonna be upset. But no, it's looking good too. Or at least one came down, so obviously the rest should work as well. However, with everything running now I have to go through everything and troubleshoot any potential issues. Knowing me and knowing how big this project is, there's gonna be something out and around that's gonna cause a little hiccup somewhere. So I wanna find those out. And also, how we looking on power so far? We should be, ooh. We're not even up to full speed and we're already up another 10,000 megawatts? I guess mainly that's the trains, I'm gonna assume? Maybe. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on that as well. I'm like 90% sure we won't blow our capacity though. We'll see. Also, along with troubleshooting, I'm gonna give this area like a nice facelift. Like, it's kind of a mess. It'd be nice to have all the balconies around and get everything looking nice and spicy like we have this area over here. Like with the walkways and the belts going everywhere. Like yeah, everything should have this level of niceness. Well, that's kind of an impossible standard. Just better than this, you know? Maybe a wall or two around. So I'll probably get to these things in a Twitch live stream, and I'll report back the status of our world. And status report time. Things are looking good. Real good. Fantastic, in fact. I got building walls, towers, decorations all over the place. And man, this looks like a proper factory now. Even check this out, this is my favorite little bit. We got a little area here, walking underneath all of the belts. So we have belts up above, we have belts below. That cool look, we got some windows even rocking and rolling here. We have lookout towers within the one factory complex. Like there'll be a ceiling on this room. And we have lookout towers in here, like, oh, it's just so insane. But it looks so much better now. Couple walls here, there, walkways all over the place. It's looking cool. Then this is our main area that we're coming up through again. Just have a little walkway up there. We're gonna figure out like the official way in, but generally speaking, that's pretty good. I left this area mainly alone because it just looks better to overview. So we just have some like overview balconies here, and that's all we really need. As for the rest of things, ooh, we go down this way, and this way, just showed you. But then we go over here, and we just have more balconies, just trying to overview as much as possible. Like, say I wanted to have a screenshot, or I just want to hang out for a couple minutes and just admire, you know? We have spaces for that. Cleaned up everything that was looking a little messy, prepped some supports that we're gonna have, because we're gonna again have the ceiling up above, and we even have some balconies out here, and we can see the beautiful fog. And as for issues, there's only one major one, where I completely messed up all of these belts, and I had like 2 rubber lines going per system, and 2 like crystal lines that, TLDR, it was messed up. I fixed it, and it wasn't that bad. Just had to drain the lines a little bit, fix them up, and we're all good to go. Other than that, I haven't noticed anything else. Like, this was the easiest like fixer-upper I've ever had to deal with. Decorating actually took longer than troubleshooting. I was like, what? It allocated so much time to finding so many issues. But now we're good. And everything's looking nice and spicy. Ooh, we even have a jump pad. Look at that. I was gonna put a staircase in here, but then I was like, dude, jump pad's still a thing. Let's have it. Now we're rocking and rolling. And aside from that here, you might notice that all the crystal oscillators are building up. I was trying to let things backlog, like just mainly the AI limiters. That's kind of our bottleneck right now. So we just have a few built up now. Temporarily, they're just going over this way and up to here. And very quickly, we filled up an entire bin. Like, if I was to guess the production rate right now, even with the quick wire being bottlenecked as it is, I'd say we're making at least 200 a minute, at least. And man, how many points do you guys think this is worth? I did a little test, but I'm not gonna tell you what that test was. So right now we're at 5,000 points per minute somehow. And now, let's plug this in. Obviously, the rate's not gonna be this high, but it'll probably be reasonably close. So let's see here. So this is 480 crystal oscillators per minute. That's fast. All right, and we're at 5,000, we just have the total minus 5,000, or 7,000, whatever, same diff. Just need to wait for this to update any time now, sir. Oh my gosh. Is that 6 million points per ticket? Oof. Oh my gosh. There's the update. So we're at 5,000. Type your guesses in the comments below. I actually have no idea. I've never seen a graph like this. I'm gonna guess 1.5 million points per minute. Okay, that's not as much as I thought. About 900,000. Okay, that's still pretty good. So that means what does that mean? Every 5 minutes, we're pretty much gonna have another ticket? Okay, dude. Okay, update again. Is this solid? Dude, update again. Do it. I dare you. Did it just go higher? Wait. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It went higher. Oh, wow, my guess was pretty dang good, wasn't it? 1.5 million tickets per minute. Do it again. Do it again. I want to see another update. Do it. Do it. Ah, I see. So we flatlined. All right, so that's the max. 1.5 million points per minute. Yes, quite. And our production rate, when this whole factory is said and done and optimized, we'll have 264 crystal oscillators per minute. So pretty much half this amount, meaning we'll probably be getting 750,000 points per minute when everything's said and done. Wow, wow, wow. That's a lot of tickets. We're gonna have statues for days. In fact, oh, we could be getting a statue right now. But first off, everything's running. So what about the power? Well, we didn't crash, so, you know, we take the wins when we can get them. But aside from that, what? That is way lower than expected. Is this going up? No, it's like steady. We've been running this for like a couple minutes now too. That is super unexpected. Why is that? Perhaps it's because our AI limiter production is too slow? That's why? Or maybe it's just too much stuff is backed up right now? No, because all the machines would immediately start running once like even one AI limiter left it. So this is technically accurate. Okay, that is super duper strange. I was expecting this. In fact, my calculations set this to about 30,000 megawatts. Is something wrong? Are the trains running? Trains? Why are you stopped? I don't know. Are you going, Quartz Lad? All right, you better believe it's going. Huh. So I guess I'll monitor this a little bit longer. Even at like spikes, we get to like 26,000, but that's just train variance. Like when they start up and when they go, or when they're at full speed, they have different amounts of power usage. Very, very, very interesting. All right though, that means we have like 15,000 megawatts free. Cool beans, brother. At least we'll monitor it and we'll see if that's actually the truth. I don't know if it is. For now though, we still want to have this kind of just build up for now and let the AI limiters build up. And then we will turn it back on soon.tm. Right now we have 100 tickets, so you know what that means. We jump into the foggy abyss. JK, we're just going back to our storage room because we can now get another, leg spike? Whew. Doggo statue. So let's print our 105 coupons. Thank you. Oh, that made the machine all sad. Aw, that's okay. Everything will be much happier when we have our doggo statue. Ba, 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 ba. Da, da, da. Ba, ba, doggo statue. And now we have both Mio and Tuo as centerpieces of our base. I love it. It's beautiful. But you know what? It can be even beautifuler. Ah, there we go. Using the bigger statues mod, go figure. I made bigger statues. Look at it. Look at them. They're huge. Significantly bigger. And I made these cool like little pedestal things for them too. So they're not just sitting on the ground anymore. And by the way, since I know everyone's gonna ask, you just do this by putting in like a teeny tiny platform down in a pit like this. So just like the 1 meter tall one. And then you put on the pillar top and surround it with a few of the railings and boom! Cool looking pedestal for your giant statues. And man, We needed some kind of achievement looking thing because now we have finished our biggest project ever. 140 manufacturers, load balanced, running, and producing 264 crystal oscillators per minute. And we even made it look good to boot, both on the exterior and with the interior. And we're gonna continue this trend for the rest of the projects we're gonna be building here. And oh boy, are we gonna be busy. Automated wiring, modular engines, adaptive control units, etc., etc. Computers. We have to re-automate motors and heavy modular frames, high-speed connectors, supercomputers, turbo motors, like, oh my goodness. This is just the first step, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. However though, we are going to have to, because that's gonna be all for today here. So if you enjoyed, again, remember to smash the like button, and I hope to see you in the next video. But have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.